Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode from Jay Meditates on a Moto. I'm your lovable host Jason, and today I'm going to discuss living your best life during the coronavirus quarantine. Stay tuned to the end because I share how to accomplish this. For me, that has always been a hot topic, way before the coronavirus quarantine. I've always believed that we not only deserve to live our best lives, but it's our duty. Heh heh, he said duty. Yes, it is our duty to orchestrate that into our own lives. To me, this always made logical sense. You see, I grew up in a house where my father was miserable going to work, which is what stimulated this frame of mind for myself because his only reason for choosing that financial revenue stream was to solely make money, which is not a bad decision when you have a family to support. It had nothing to do with his personal desires or what really interested him at his core, turning his life into a giant chore and leading him to feel like a martyr. To be totally honest, it's not his fault. He has been conditioned this way to never consider the possibility that both financial security and personal interest can be accomplished simultaneously. Now that he is retired, he has no clue what to do with his time because he never considered what he wanted out of his life for himself, which in some ways could be considered a selfless act. Nevertheless, he is now retired and lives life with no purpose. He is depressed because his daily life has lost purpose without having to go to work. Because he has conditioned himself to think this way, he is stuck and his struggle to break free from himself continues to fail, leaving him perpetually sad and depressed. Because I grew up with this mindset, which made no logical sense to me, it was my goal to live my life and find a way to enjoy the journey and balance life's responsibilities. For many years, you could say I led a life that was more hedonistic, focusing on my personal pleasure while attempting to be kind and thoughtful to my fellow man. I lived a life to the fullest, traveling the United States and following bands I loved like Grateful Dead and Phish, for example. Eventually, I had a child, and like my father, I now had a responsibility to another life that relied on me. As an adult with autism, this was a huge struggle to balance my wants and personal needs with my new family responsibilities, and to be honest, I failed many times. But I always knew there had to be a balance, and as time progressed, I gained tiny bits of wisdom which would help me navigate this treacherous path of life I now had with a child. Now I know some of you are saying, life with a child is not treacherous, Jason. Well, unfortunately for me, I have autism, and that makes consideration for another human being and their feelings not a natural response or thought process. It took me half my life to even realize I was missing this thought process before I could even start to work on it. This continues to be a daily struggle I find worthy of working to overcome. So, why did I share all of this today with you guys? Well, throughout our lives, we continually make choices that will shape the future of what our lives will become. The decisions you make today will affect your life tomorrow, good or bad. The choices we make, for example, in school, set us up for experiences after the fact. If you do poorly, the options later can be reduced as a result. Look, we all need to work, and unfortunately, we are all slaves to society's wealthy elite, so unless you are born with a trust fund, at some point or another, we all need to choose a job because we need to pay bills and eat, and the option to choose a vocation we prefer may not be an available choice at that time. What happens to most people is we become complacent. Looking for a new job while working a current one can be tedious and extremely stressful, so I completely understand when people fall into a rut and just go to a crappy job because it's less stressful to survive than to take action so you can thrive. If you are unhappy with your current life and the choices you made to get there, take the time to analyze how and why you got there and then strategize a new plan if that's what you want. Figure out what your passions are and adopt a new plan of action to get there. This may require some education or training, and that's okay. Plan out a route of attack that will get you there and maybe even discuss these ideas with someone you trust and then take action. Tell me your thoughts on this topic Tell me your thoughts on this topic in the comments below, and check out one of these videos popping up on the screen right here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time.